Well, hi, everybody. This is Charles Harper, and we are in episode 14. And I came across an interesting topic today, mainly due to some research that I am doing for next Saturday's PLR Video Course we're going to be doing on SEO. And in terms of doing the research and how things have kind of changed since we now have AI and quite a bit of legwork that you may have done in the past, a lot of those tools, a lot of those things can be done with AI in terms of, if you're using ChatGPT plugins or maybe you're using Google Bard. A lot of the real legwork in trying to determine what may be necessary, you can do those things fairly easily, even though you'll still need tools like Ahrefs or SEMrush. Now, the question is always going to be, for you as a user or buyer of PLR, do you really need SEO? Do you really need to get that kind of traffic to your site? And do you really want to have all of the, the waiting that you're going to have to do in order to get ranked in order to sell your products? And quite frankly, all of the efforts that you probably make, maybe you're looking to get affiliates, or maybe you're looking to build a list and you're looking to do that on social media, all those things are going to take time. And a lot of those things are really going to depend on someone else in order to basically give you some leverage. I mean, if you're trying to get affiliates, you're looking for their list, right? The leverage is them and their list. Your relationship is what makes you, what gets you in the door. But ultimately, you're looking to try to get leverage from someone by asking them to send an email out for you with your offer. Now, in most cases, when you're a PLR user or buyer, you may not have affiliates who are going to be willing to send out an offer based on something that you have created with PLR. And this kind of gets into another topic of, ways that you can make, your PLR unique, and ways that you can make it so that it doesn't even appear to be a PLR. And I will say this parenthetically, every so often I will run into some of our PLR videos on the web. Basically, people are really using some, I'd almost say, things that are totally different than I would have ever imagined, but yet they're using the same content, and they're basically putting their own spin on it. They're putting their own mark on it. They are, changing the videos in some case, which I, have patently said that you shouldn't do. Some people are changing the voice, which again I patently say you shouldn't be doing. But some people are doing it, and they're doing it in order to be unique. So the question is going to be, in order to get people to those offers, are you going to need to learn? Are you going to need to have someone else learn and execute SEO so you can get that kind of traffic? And obviously, there are pros to having it. And one of the main pros is that you really are the one who is generating the control. Now, obviously, Google, Bing, all the search engines, they are ultimately under control. They're ultimately in control of determining whether or not you get traffic or not. However, in terms of your effort, you really aren't really waiting for anybody. You are really trying to do everything you can to be positioned so that all the people that are coming to search for whatever it is that you are selling, that they're going to find you because you are someplace in the vicinity of that first page of Google for your search term or for your particular market or your niche. And is that going to be sufficient? Do you really, is the traffic you're going to get, is it going to be worth the time and effort that you're going to have to put in order to determine what the keywords are, in order to get your site structured correctly, in order to get the content written, in order to keep the content, on a regular basis, keep it written and keep it coming? I mean, all that's going to really take effort, and there really is no letting up in terms of SEO. If you want to appear in the search engines and you want to appear for a term that people are searching for, in order to do that, you're going to have to continually add content, continually add good content, and content that a search engine deems. Now, obviously, if you can do this, it's going to be worth it in terms of the people that are going to be coming to you, and that you're not doing paid advertising. But trust me, it's not free. You do have to put in effort. The effort's going to be continuous, and the effort's going to have to be to some degree, you can put all of your effort into SEO, and it may not necessarily be right. I mean, so there are various iterations of making sure you're getting it right even before you start to see traffic. So it's always going to be a case-by-case basis, and you'll have to be probably at a certain point in your business where generating SEO is going to be either an alternative or a complement to the traffic you're already getting, maybe from social media and from affiliate marketing. So again, everything that you're doing, you've always got to evaluate it against the customers you're getting, whether or not you've got a funnel that when you put them through, it makes it worth it for you to do that kind of work. And it's not necessarily a straightforward answer. It is one you're going to have to evaluate individually. So one thing I would encourage you to do is to take a look and think about your target keyword, and to start playing around with that target keyword in Bing and Bard, and just kind of ask some questions about what the search engines really should be saying based on the chatbot. So in other words, you want to start putting queries into the chatbot to ask it about, the keyword research around your chosen term and whether or not it's something that's going to be worth pursuing. And then you really do have to then start investigating your keyword term in some of the keyword tools like SEMrush or Ahrefs. Anything that you can do in order to determine the nature of the keyword, your main keyword that you'd have to go for, and whether or not that's going to be difficult, and then basically how much traffic do you think might be coming every month if you're going to be in first place or even on the first page, and then whether or not all of that traffic, whatever that number is it going to be worth it for you to put in the effort continuously in SEO? And in some cases, it may. If you're the one getting a lot of the traffic in your market or niche, and it's basically due to effort that you put in a lot at the beginning, maybe it takes you a year to actually get your site content to the point where it can rank, and then another maybe 4 to 5 months before it does rank, is that effort going to be worth the time that you put in? Or is it just going to be that maybe you just need to rely on affiliates, or maybe you need to rely on some other method where you are actually getting traffic that comes to you as a result of your effort? And that's really it for tonight. As always, I would encourage you to go over to the plrshow.com/new. I will say that we do have some of our courses that we are temporarily, something that I never do, discounting those courses for a day or two, not forever, just so that you can test out the share code. I want to know if our direct import code is working, where basically you're going to click a button, you're going to have that course added to your System.io account or your Go High Level Agency account. Those are the only two platforms that we are working with at this point. Now, obviously, we're also working with our Ultimate Insider platform, and what we do is we make sure that those codes are going to be available to you as an insider if you're listening to this, and then you'll be able to add those courses direct to your account. So you're not going to pay anything as an Ultimate Insider. Obviously, all you really got to do is to go in and get the code of a product that you probably already have. Okay, so with that, thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate you all hanging out with me here tonight. Have a great night and a pleasant tomorrow. Take care.